it's Shanna P. Don't worry, this is still me. Halloween is coming up, so I decided to make a Halloween series for you guys, and this is my first look for this series. In this series, I will use a lot of cheap and DIY products. I will teach you simple techniques that you can easily copy at home to make yourself look scary, like this. Before we start with the tutorial, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and like this video. And if you think this series is interesting and you'd like to see more videos from me, don't hesitate to click this button right here and subscribe to my channel. If you have any favorite Halloween characters or any requests that you would like me to try out, write it down in the comment box. And if you're not into Halloween and you're not into makeup stuff, I hope you don't get weirded out and not subscribe to my channel. This is just for Halloween fun. Alright, let me just stop blabbering right here and let's go straight to the tutorial. Start with a clean and moisturized face. These are my favorites: Celotex Moisturizer and Maybelline Baby Lips. I use a foundation lighter than my skin tone for that ghostly look, and I just blended it with my fingers. And don't forget your ears and your neck area. I added another layer of foundation to cover my blemishes and for highlight. Next, we need to set the foundation with a lighter powder, but I don't have that, so I'm just going to use baby powder. I tap a generous amount on my cheek area to make it easier to sweep off the fallouts from my eyeshadow later. Then I just lightly dusted the other parts of my face to set the foundation. Let's start the brow game. I went for that straight, light brows because it gives that effortless, sad, and innocent look. I outlined the shape that I want and I filled it in with light, short strokes. I used Nichido eye pencil in the shade taupe and this Etude House brow mascara. To tint your brows more effectively, apply the product against the grain of growth and then groom your brows according to your desired shape. Then I use this white eye pencil from Fashion 21 to serve as a primer and as a base to make my eye colors more opaque. Warm the product up and blend using your fingers. Here I have a very colorful and cheap palette. I got it from a local store. This one is in pearl finish and the other one is in matte finish. I think it worked perfectly for this creative look, but I won't really recommend it for daily use. I use this pearly white and aquamarine shade for my lids. Light eyeshadow on our central lid will provide a good contrast for our eyelashes. I pack the aquamarine pigment on the outer third of my eyes and I use the shade to emphasize the round eyeball socket. Time for the matte eyeshadows. I use this purple pigment to connect the tip of my eyebrows to my nose line. I continued packing the colors until the halfway of my brows. Then I picked up this pink pigment to fill in the space between the purple and the pearl. Wow, that was a tongue twister. And just brought the color all the way up to my brow. I blended the pink eyeshadow with the aquamarine color and I slowly brought the color down. Use the red eyeshadow starting from the highest point of my cheekbones and build it up the color all the way to my temples and upper third of my cheek. I also use a red powder to draw a sharp line as my cheek contour. I blended out the red using this light peach blush from Sansan. And I use this darker peach shade to marry the color better. Try to keep the darker color on the temple area and keep the central cheek free from any pigment. I use the same blush to warm up my temple up to my hairline. Then I use this dark plum shade from Nichido to further define my eye socket and my nose line. Here I'm doing my final touches, blending away. Do the same thing on the other eye. Sweep away the excess powder and any fallouts. Tightline my eyes using this brown gel eyeliner. Once you're done with that, finish the eyeliner with a downward flick for that innocent puppy eyes. Set the gel liner with this dark brown matte eyeshadow. Also put a little on the lower lash line. I use this purple liner for the rest of my lower lash line and this champagne liner for my tear duct. Pop some long and luscious lashes and we're done with the eye makeup. Use a nude or light pink lipstick to avoid stealing the attention from our eye makeup. Here I use Offbeat Pink from Everbilena. Then I topped it off with a gloss for that youthful pucker. Tease your hair for this beautiful mess. So far this is the look. If this is scary enough for you, you can stop here. Or you can add this dark plum fake tears to increase the creepy, freaky factor. To make this, just add food color to a regular white glue, mix it up, and let it drip on a mirror. I would have loved the tears to have this kind of purple, but when it dried out, it looked totally darker, but that's fine. Once you're happy with the shape, don't forget to lay the mirror on the floor to prevent the glue from further dripping. Once it's totally dry, you can scrape it off from the mirror and voila! Your fake tears are complete. Of course, you can trim the glue to match the shape of your lower lash line, then simply attach it using an eyelash glue. I hope you enjoyed and you learned something from this tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.